This story is about Brenton Tarrant, a racist who attacked 2 mosques and killed 51 people in Christchurch, New Zealand on March 15, 2019. If you like hearing stories about people who suck, then like and subscribe. Brenton Tarrant was born on October 27, 1990 in Grafton, New South Wales, Australia. His mother is Sharon Tarrant, a teacher. His father was Rodney Tarrant, a garbage collector. Brenton has an older sister named Lauren, who is a musician that also goes by the name Rosie Robinson. Sharon and Rodney split up when Brenton was young. He also had a grandfather who died in a house fire. Sharon told Australian federal police that the separation, the fire, and the death of his grandfather traumatized Brenton. He changed and became clingy, anxious, and developed social anxiety. Following his parents' separation, he and his sister Lauren lived with their mother. Later, their mother started dating a man who was abusive. Her new boyfriend would assault her and her children. The home became so violent that Brenton and Lauren went to live with their father. Brenton attended Grafton High School. He was bullied because he was overweight. He tried to join the rugby team to make friends and become popular, but was not good at rugby, so the bullying continued. As a result of the bullying, he mostly kept to himself. He mostly played video games, but started developing racist views at an early age. He once told his sister that he thought that he might have been autistic and sociopathic. He said that he did not care for people, not even his own family, but he knew that he should. He did not have friends or girlfriends. When Brenton was in high school, his father, Rodney, was diagnosed with cancer. The cancer was caused by exposure to asbestos. Rodney sued and got a settlement. Rodney's health deteriorated throughout the years and got to the point where he needed palliative care. But before the cancer could kill him, Rodney decided to take his own life. Rodney committed suicide when Brenton was 20 years old. Brenton discovered his father's dead body. However, there has been some speculation that Brenton helped his father commit suicide. The stress of watching his father suffer and then die on top of the other traumatic events he experienced further deteriorated his mental health. After high school, he got a job at a gym in his hometown. He worked there from 2009 to 2011. His manager said that Tarrant worked out a lot and was enthusiastic about health and fitness. When he wasn't working out, he was mostly playing video games and chatting with fellow gamers online. When Rodney died, Brenton inherited $457,000 from his father's settlement money. He used the money to travel the world. When he came back, his family said that he was completely different. Somewhere along the way, he had been radicalized. He was now a white supremacist with plans to commit a racist, hate-filled terrorist attack. When he was 27, he moved to Dunedin, New Zealand. By then, he had extremist views and was planning on using New Zealand as a training ground, but later decided to make it the site of his attack. He chose to live in Dunedin because of its climate, Scottish heritage, and low levels of immigration. He mentioned that he liked its architecture. He applied for a New Zealand firearms license. After he got the license, he stockpiled firearms and ammunition. He was polite to everyone but kept to himself so that he did not arouse suspicion. He would practice shooting at a gun club and worked out at a local gym. He was admitted to the Dunedin South Medical Center for abdominal pain around the liver. Doctors determined that the pain was caused by the overuse of steroids. Upon further questioning, Tarrant admitted to the doctors that he was taking steroids. The day before the attacks, he posted links on his Facebook profile to 43 different articles, videos, and web pages, which collectively give a glimpse into his hateful, racist, and distorted anti-immigrant worldview, posting similar content to Twitter on the same day. He also prepared for the attack by using a drone for reconnaissance. On March 15, 2019, he packed up his guns and ammo and got into his car. He arranged to terminate the lease on his flat at the end of the month and sold most of his stuff prior to the attack. He had made no plans for living arrangements after the terrorist attack, as he understood that if he survived the terrorist attack, he would be imprisoned. He posted a last goodbye on social media, then drove to Christchurch. He pulled up to the Al-Noor Mosque and began streaming on Facebook. He was able to research prayer times online and knew Friday was an important prayer day, and therefore the Christchurch Mosque would be well attended. Approximately 190 people, mostly men, were attending Friday prayer at the time. As Tarrant approached the mosque, a worshiper greeted him with, "Hello, brother." In response, Tarrant shot and killed the worshiper. He then dropped the shotgun and opened fire on people inside with an AR-15 style rifle. He drove off about 5 minutes after arriving at the mosque. He said on livestream that he had planned to set the mosque on fire. Police found 4 homemade improvised explosive devices in Tarrant's car. The bombs were made using easy-to-purchase items. Tarrant built them to burn the mosques down, but decided not to use them. Tarrant arrived at the Linwood Islamic Center east of the Al-Noor Mosque, where about 100 people were inside. Tarrant parked his vehicle on the mosque's driveway and prevented other cars from entering or leaving. According to a witness, Tarrant was initially unable to find the mosque's main door, instead shooting people outside and through a window. After killing more people, Tarrant drove off. Tarrant was arrested after his vehicle was rammed by a police unit as he was driving to a third mosque in Ashburton. When the day ended, Brenton Tarrant was responsible for 51 deaths and injured 50 more. The age range of his victims was between 3 and 77. Later, some people speculated that his terrorist attack was retaliation for terrorist attacks in Europe. He also hated immigrants. The Royal Commission of Inquiry in New Zealand found a copy of the Oslo Terrorist Manifesto on an SD card owned by Tarrant. This manifesto was used as guidance for the attack, which included joining the gym to bulk up, joining rifle clubs to get firearms training, and cleaning up electronic devices. Tarrant claimed in his manifesto to have received a blessing from the Oslo terrorist. It was later discovered that he was lying and had created a false trail of evidence to trick police into thinking he was a part of a larger organization. He did this to troll everyone. On March 26, 2020, he pled guilty to 51 murders, 40 attempted murders, and engaging in a terrorist act, and in August was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, the first such sentence in New Zealand. In early November 2022, Tarrant appealed his sentence and conviction. He also appealed against his designation as a terrorist entity and the conditions of the Prisoners of Extreme Risk Unit, in which he was being held. Mosque attack survivors have said Tarrant's appeal is a form of grandstanding and attention-seeking. It has been viewed as an attempt by Tarrant to re-traumatize the Muslim community. That's the end of the video. If you like the video, then remember to like and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds and it would really help me out. Feel free to check out the other videos on my channel.